Hey everyone, welcome back to our podcast where we tackle the big questions. Because if students have to answer tough exam questions, schools should answer tough social ones too. I'm Lian.
And I'm Paul. Today's hot topic, restrooms. Yep, you heard that right. Specifically, gender-neutral restrooms in schools. Should more schools have them? And why is TPCGS the only school in Mandaluyong City that does?
Right, Paul. For those who don't know, DPCGS or the Doña Pilar C. Gonzaga Elementary School is currently the only school in Mandaluyong City with gender-neutral restrooms. I think that more schools should follow their lead. Gender-neutral restrooms promote inclusivity and ensure that all students, especially non-binary and transgender students, feel safe and respected. No student should feel anxious about something as basic as using the restroom.
I get that inclusivity is important, but what about privacy? Many students and parents worry about safety. Some might feel uncomfortable sharing a restroom with students of different genders. Wouldn't this just create a whole new set of concerns?
Not necessarily. Gender neutral restrooms aren't the same as shared restrooms. Each stall is fully enclosed, ensuring privacy. Smart design makes a big difference. Plus, they already exist in many public spaces, like malls and restaurants, without major issues. Schools should just be as adaptable.
But there's also the financial aspect to consider. Schools already struggle with funding for essentials like classroom improvements, better ventilation, and updated learning materials. Renovating restrooms to be gender neutral could divert funds from these more pressing needs. Is this really the most urgent priority?
It's about ensuring a safe and inclusive learning environment, which should be a priority. If students don't feel comfortable using restrooms, it affects their well being and focus in school. Plus, schools regularly allocate budgets for infrastructure improvements. Why not make inclusivity part of that investment?
Even if schools could afford it, would gender neutral restrooms truly make the school safer? Some critics argue that they could increase the cases of harassment or bullying, as students might take advantage of mixed gender spaces.
Well, that's more of a discipline issue than a restroom issue. Schools should have strict policies against misconduct regardless of restroom setup. Also, studies from other countries with gender neutral restrooms show that they don't lead to an increase in safety concerns. Instead, they help reduce discrimination and make students feel more accepted.
I see your point, Lian. Ensuring all students feel comfortable is important. But rather than overhauling the entire system, maybe there's a middle ground, like improving existing classrooms while also offering gender neutral options. That way, students have a choice.
That could be a reasonable middle ground. Having both options could ensure everyone feels comfortable, but schools need to take that first step. If DPCGS can implement gender neutral restrooms successfully, why not expand that idea to other schools?
At the end of the day, it's about balancing inclusivity, safety, and practicality. Should schools have one take the leap or should they stick with a tradition?
So, we started this conversation with a big question. Should schools rethink their restrooms? Now, it's your turn to weigh in. Should more schools build gender neutral restrooms or should we stick to the traditional setup? Drop a comment, send us a message, or debate it with your friends.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay informed, stay open minded, and remember, change should always be well thought out. Catch you next time.